So the inaccuracies will be eliminated. So how you are going to present the data, that is very, very important. So because of this level type, the available data or the obtained data may be accurate when seen at different levels. It may be macroscopic or microscopic or as a whole. So we have to decide which level that we are going to use it in the experiment. So the height of a person can be measured according to the units of centimeters or millimeters. But if I am going to the level of 1/10,000 of a micrometer, okay, 1/10,000 of a micrometer, it may be, for example, if I am going with microns, what happens? So the more accurate the height of the persons can be mentioned there. So the inaccuracies level also exists because of the level type that we are going to use for our studies. Then comes the third category, the prediction and estimation type. So we are going to predict something, but it may be accurate or it may be inaccurate. So exact prediction is not possible at all. Because why we are going to tell that exact prediction is not possible? Because it's very, very tough to understand the laws of evolution. So obviously the prediction tends to be inaccurate. In order to estimate a whole system, some samples are being taken or collected, and then from this only we are going to predict for the whole system. In finite element simulation also, in order to analyze a whole system, only finite elements are being analyzed, and we are going to integrate to find out the analysis of the whole system. So some samples are collected and that are only analyzed so that I can predict the behavior of the entire system. So this may also produce some inaccuracies in the collected data. So since we are going to take only some little amount of samples, the statistical data may be inaccurate. It may also be accurate in some cases. So you have to be very, very particular. It may also be inaccurate. So it is of a fact that whatever method that we are going to apply to predict the system behavior as a whole from the samples collected, it is not possible to exactly predict or estimate the whole system. So whatever techniques or statistical tools that we are going to use, it will not produce as much accurate prediction or behavior of a system. So what are the different aspects of a gray system? Because gray relational analysis is a part of a gray system. So we should be knowing that what are the different aspects of a gray system. The first one is the gray generation. So this is data processing to supplement informations. As told previously, the black color represents a data with zero information and white represents the data with full of information. So this gray generation is aimed at whitening the sequence of numbers. By whitening the sequence of numbers, the partial information that is available in the data is converted into the data with full information so that we can interpret things from the experimental data. Then gray modeling. So by this gray modeling, we are going to model these gray generations by means of gray variation equations and gray differential equations. The purpose is to whiten this model. Whitening is nothing but getting the most information out of the available data. So that is called as gray modeling, that is carried out by using variable equations and differential equations. Then comes the gray prediction. So by using this gray model, you are going to conduct a qualitative prediction. The purpose of this is to whiten the data. So whatever things that we are going to carry out, our ultimate aim is to convert the gray system into white, because these gray systems has partial informations. So I have to extract the maximum information from the data. So I have to make it as a white. That is the whitening process or whitening of sequence of numbers. So for this only we are going to use this gray generation, gray modeling and gray predictions. Apart from this, we have gray decision. So a decision that is taken out based on the incomplete information and unclear situation. A decision we have to make with the available data. So that decision that we are going to make from the incomplete information data are known as whitening of status. So if it is possible to make a decision, then it is called as a whitening of status based on that data. Then comes the gray relational analysis. So here we are going to quantify the influence of various factors that we are going to consider and their relations. Okay, so in this gray relational analysis, we are going to quantify, because how much data or information that a system or a data have, that we should quantify.